Now, Luann, you had quite the show in New York City lately that just hit all of the headlines. Can you break it down for us what happened? I mean, from A to Z. Don't leave any
like
out any
like
details.
which night?
Okay, right. There you go. Let's start with the woman who had an unfortunate event.
Yes. Oh, I felt so bad for her. I mean, here she, bought these, incredible tickets, and she was excited and dressed up to come out, and then she vomits on the counter. I mean,
Vomits on the countess.
I felt so bad for her, and I'm a nurse, so I think anybody else might have reacted a little differently. I was like, well, let somebody get her a napkin, and it's not a bachelor party until somebody vomits, bachelorette party. And I just kind of kept it moving because I didn't want to
Yes,
draw
you
more
did.
attention to her. I like my band
Right.
didn't even know that she threw up. Um, they had no idea. And anyway, so my friend just wiped it off my shoulder, and I just kept, and my face and my hair, and we kept it
Oh my
moving.
God, it got in your face and hair. Oh
Yes,
my
yes, but
gosh.
but and you don't really notice because I don't make a big stink about it. But um, and come to find out, it wasn't even because she was drunk. She had a food allergy. I asked the next day. I said, "What happened? Did you have to carry her out? I mean, what happened to this poor girl?" And they were like, "No, she wasn't even drinking. She had a gluten allergy." And
No
she literally
way.
projectile vomited. I mean, it just went flying out.
It was gluten. She puked
It was
gluten.
gluten. It was,
It was cabaret and gluten. I mean, who
yep,
knew? It didn't mix well. Wow, poor thing. Well, I have to
poor
tell
thing.
you,
And then the
yes.
atmosphere kind of changed because one of the fans asked me, Mary F. Kill, and she goes, "Okay, Mary F. Kill, David Letterman, um, Andrew Dice Clay, or Johnny Carson." I said, "Well, this is easy. Johnny Carson, I'm going to kill because he's dead already. Uh, Letterman, I'm going to marry him because he's fun." And I didn't really know who Andrew Dice Clay was, right? So I go, and I guess I'm going to have to do Andrew Dice Clay. So the woman goes, "Oh, good, because he's sitting right behind me."
No way.
I was like, "Oh my God. Oh, hi." And then he takes the microphone. He's like, "I love you, Countess. You're so good, my fiance. And we just got engaged. My fiance loves you. This is such a great show. I'm having such a good time." I mean, and then he spent an hour upstairs in the green room, dressing room after the show. He had a blast. The guy had a
Wow.
blast.
Was he like still like the leather jacket and like the bada bing and stuff like that? Is he
The
still
bada
that
bing.
character?
He had the bada bing kind of glasses on, like the big square glasses,
Right,
and he had his
right.
hair slicked back. It's a little bit
Mhm.
more salt and pepper now than it used to be, I guess.
Right.
And he had like a cigarette, and I go, "Do you want to smoke that
Oh.
cigarette somewhere?" And he goes, "No, I don't smoke. I just carry it." I said, "Oh, okay."
Oh my God, right. Because that was such a part of his act. I mean, he used to smoke during his act, but obviously now, I mean, it's just become like a prop. How
Yeah.
fascinating. So, what's so interesting is too, we were talking before the show and I was like, did you know who Andrew Dice Clay was? And you missed so much of the pop culture during that decade because you weren't living in US.
Right, right. No, I was living in Europe, and so people ask me all the time, like about television shows or about bands from that era. So
Mhm.
it's funny because I knew the name, but I didn't know how
Mhm.
to place him. And but
Right.
boy, did I find out very quickly.
And the fact that he stayed in your dressing room like for an hour, whether you
I
liked
know.
it or not.